When you click that link, you're stepping into a transformative journey. You align yourself with God, honor His principles, and witness His work in your life in ways beyond imagination. As you cultivate the skills needed to seize the opportunities He has prepared for you, the transformation will be undeniable. Picture this: you receive a seed, nurture it, and watch it grow. Soon, another seed comes your way, and you care for it too. Before long, after a year or more, you'll look back and realize you've built a flourishing garden, one you're not only equipped to maintain, but also manage wisely. That garden becomes more than a blessing to you, it turns into a legacy. You'll share it, pass it on to future generations, along with the wisdom and skills you've gained along the way. God isn't withholding blessings out of cruelty. He's preparing you for something far greater than you can fathom. Remember, God doesn't simply hand us wealth. He grants us the opportunity to create it. This is where my second prayer shift happened. I stopped asking for clarity and started asking for courage. At first, I thought I needed more information, another book to read, another strategy to uncover. Realize that no matter how hard you work, if your subconscious is programmed to struggle, you'll always be fighting an uphill battle. This was my own story. I was working myself to the bone, often clocking more than 10 hours a day, but money kept slipping through my fingers. It wasn't a lack of effort. It was the fact that my subconscious was programmed for financial struggle. I had deeply rooted beliefs like thinking I wasn't smart enough because I didn't have a college degree, or that I wasn't good with money because I didn't have a math brain. Worse, to take the first step, trusting that God will reveal the rest as I move forward. One of the most powerful lessons I've learned is that wealth isn't something we should chase. It's a natural byproduct of solving problems and adding value to others' lives. This shift in perspective radically changed how I viewed income. Many people limit themselves by thinking they only need a specific amount, like $10,000 a month. But when you set these limits, what you're really saying is that you don't want to create more value. This mindset is self-centered, focused on personal comfort rather than to take the first step, trusting that God will reveal the rest as I move forward. One of the most powerful lessons I've learned is that wealth isn't something we should chase. It's a natural byproduct of solving problems and adding value to others' lives. This shift in perspective radically changed how I viewed income. Many people limit themselves by thinking they only need a specific amount, like $10,000 a month. But when you set these limits, what you're really saying is that you don't want to create more value. This mindset is self-centered, focused on personal comfort rather than the impact you could have on others. Wealth isn't inherently bad or excessive. It's simply the physical representation of the value you create for others. The more value you offer, the more income flows back to you. It's that simple. As believers, we're called to lead in creating value, serving others, and glorifying God through our work. When we place arbitrary caps on our income, we restrict our ability to help others, expand God's kingdom, and leave a meaningful legacy. Shifting my focus from income to impact set me free. Instead of asking, how can I earn a specific dollar amount, I began asking, how can I help more people? What can I create that resonates with them? What resources can I provide to meet their needs? My prayers evolved from financial gain to divine guidance. God, help me see your people as you see them. Show me their needs and teach me how to serve them better. As I focused on this, everything else fell into place. Opportunities to create wealth became clear. Not because I chased money, but because I pursued impact. Wealth naturally followed as I aligned my efforts with God's will and sought to glorify Him in all I did. This shift didn't just affect my finances, it transformed how I viewed work, relationships, and my purpose. If you take one thing away from this, let it be this: God doesn't expect you to have all the answers or see the entire path ahead. He simply asks you to trust Him with the next step. Use the gifts He's already given you and focus on serving others. When you do, not only will your own needs be met, but your life will overflow with blessings. Blessings you're fully prepared to steward and share. That's the abundance God desires for you. And it's available when you align your heart and actions with His purpose. Let me leave you with this final thought. If this message has touched your heart, share it with someone you care about. Sometimes the smallest gesture, a word of encouragement, can ignite a spark that changes someone's life forever. Additionally, explore the resources I've created to help you achieve financial freedom. The Financial Covenant is a guide designed to help you build a covenant with God to eliminate debt, and From Limitation to Liberation is a spiritual and practical resource to free you from the financial restrictions and beliefs holding you back. This is your chance to embark on a new financial beginning, and I want to walk this journey with you, trusting God every step of the way. Creating your own reality is far more accessible than you might believe, and it boils down to a 3-step process that can liberate you from the illusions holding you back. Most people are not living their true lives. Instead, they inhabit versions shaped by societal expectations and rules. From an early age, we're conditioned to follow a predetermined path, and before we know it, decades have passed, leaving us entrenched in a life that isn't authentically ours. But here's the empowering truth: you hold the power to change that. The first step begins with a profound realization. The world around you was built by individuals no smarter or more capable than you. This insight comes directly from Steve Lives. Once you internalize this, you begin to see yourself as someone who has the ability to reshape, mold, and transform your environment according to your vision. The illusion that others are inherently wiser, stronger, or more deserving often traps people into doubting their potential. Yet the reality is starkly different. The world is not fixed. It's fluid, composed of energy patterns and frequencies that can be altered. Everything vibrates at varying levels of energy, but too many remain reactive, allowing external influences, opinions of others, societal norms, or imposed limitations to dictate their existence. To break free, you must cast off the belief in your own powerlessness. When you embrace the understanding that you possess the same capacity as anyone else to shape your surroundings, infinite possibilities emerge. Ask yourself boldly, what do I truly want to create? Don't let your vision be confined by what others deem possible. Step into the role of a visionary, one who creates from within rather than reacting to the external. That's where genuine transformation begins. The second step involves crafting the spiritual prototype of what you desire. Think of it like designing a product. Before mass production, you create a prototype to test its alignment with your vision. Similarly, every time you form an image or vision in your mind, you're constructing a spiritual blueprint on a higher plane of energy, one beyond the physical realm we perceive. What we see in our daily lives represents only a fraction of the full energetic spectrum, while this spiritual prototype exists at frequencies imperceptible to our senses. What you visualize becomes the blueprint for what will manifest in your physical reality. It's in this invisible realm where creation starts taking shape. When you build this spiritual prototype, you align your intentions and energy with your deepest desires. This crucial step ensures you're creating a life reflective of your authentic aspirations, not one dictated by someone else's script. At its core, creating your reality starts by shedding the illusions imposed upon you, recognizing your innate power to shape the world, and building a spiritual prototype of the life you envision. When you take these steps, doors to opportunities you never imagined swing open. You're no longer tethered to past limitations, but empowered to forge a future uniquely yours. Each of us carries a spiritual prototype, a model for our lives existing beyond the physical, in realms of heightened consciousness. For some, it may resemble abundance, wealth, health, and joy. For others, it could reflect struggle, scarcity, or doubt. Regardless, everyone has one. The pivotal question is this the life you wish to bring into being? Your spiritual prototype can evolve. It's malleable and responsive to your imagination. Society conditions us to suppress our creative faculties, stifling dreams and grand visions. But when you harness the full force of your imagination, you unlock the ability to manifest what doesn't yet exist in the tangible world. Picture this. Do you imagine watching your bank account grow? Envision yourself in your dream home, vacationing in the mountains, or walking hand in hand with your soulmate along the beach. These vivid images and feelings mark the inception of your new reality. Once you can feel them as real, you've already begun shaping your spiritual prototype. And once you craft that prototype, the universe conspires to bring it into fruition. Yet few dare to take this leap because they've been conditioned to believe change is impossible. Transformation occurs when you use your imagination to design a new future, accessing a realm of boundless potential available to all. After forging this spiritual prototype, the next critical phase is reprogramming your subconscious mind. Why? Because much of society's programming, beliefs instilled through years of conditioning, is rooted in limitation, self-doubt, scarcity, fear, all seep into our psyche unnoticed, dictating how we think, feel, and act, keeping us trapped in cycles of mediocrity. Here's the raw truth. Whether you realize it or not, you've been hypnotized. Your subconscious governs 95% of your life, steering every action, thought, and emotion based on beliefs you didn't consciously choose. These beliefs don't belong to you. They were handed down by the world. And unless you intervene, they'll keep producing the same outcomes. Reprogramming your subconscious isn't a one-time fix, but an ongoing process of dismantling old beliefs and replacing them with empowering ones. The reality you experience mirrors the energy you emit. If that energy remains shackled by outdated, limiting beliefs, you'll continue attracting the same results. But when you deliberately reprogram your mind to resonate with abundance, health, love, and success, everything shifts. So ask yourself, what are you imagining? What prototype are you building in your mind? Are you ready to reprogram your subconscious to align with the life you yearn to create? By shifting your thoughts, beliefs, and imagination, you unlock the ability to craft a life once deemed unattainable. The energy surrounds you, waiting to be shaped into your highest vision. Now is the moment to step toward your new reality. Your story and circumstances are largely dictated by your subconscious, often without your awareness. Many live in a state of hypnosis, programmed by past external influences. Their fantasy. It's entirely achievable. I spent years mastering this for myself, and the results have been nothing short of transformative. Better yet, millions worldwide now experience similar breakthroughs using these principles. I invite you to embark on this journey for yourself, for free. A simple tool awaits to help you begin reprogramming your mind today. Dedicate just 5 minutes each morning or evening to engage with it, and you'll start erasing negative belief systems blocking your desires, whether they're financial success, meaningful relationships, or a richer, fuller life overall. Fantasy, it's entirely achievable. I spent years mastering this for myself, and the results have been nothing short of transformative. Better yet, millions worldwide now experience similar breakthroughs using these principles. I invite you to embark on this journey for yourself, for free. A simple tool awaits to help you begin reprogramming your mind today. Dedicate just 5 minutes each morning or evening to engage with it, and you'll start erasing negative belief systems blocking your desires, whether they're financial success, meaningful relationships, or a richer, fuller life overall.